Welcome to World Sports News with Ernie. Behind the desk is the co host, Ernie. Sitting on top of the desk is his faithful companion. Ernie calls him the rubber ducky. The rest of us on Sports News Review call him Felix. Alrighty, Ernie. Well, we have a new camera back. Well, back to the old camera, the laptop camera. It's a little different. I guess I should have it a little bit brighter. I'll leave it at this. I'll leave it at this. It is dark now, and all the lights that are on are in the studio now. And we'll start our first. But we'll start our first sports news item with netball. Again with England. We'll start with England, and then we'll go next to Australia. So what I'll do, Ernie, is I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to put the scores for the England side of the netball series. Alrighty, Ernie, we got the first set of scores, and this will be the Netball Super League in England. And we'll start with the Nottingham Forest 56, London Mavericks 67. That was, well, I thought the Nottingham Forest would do a little bit better than that, but, well, London Mavericks came out on that one. I probably expected a London Mavericks win, if I remember from last week, but I didn't expect them to win more by that many. And 11 points, Ernie. Okay, so we'll go to the next one, which is Manchester Thunder 71 and the Leeds Rhino 57. That's the score I would have expected, Ernie. The Manchester Thunder, a good team. So Leeds Rhinos still got to pick it up from last season's pace. Got they you got in my I didn't see the game, Ernie, but 57 and and probably the last 6 7 points were easy, really easy ones where the Manchester Thunder weren't even just they're waiting for the clock to run out. Okay, so that's a score I would have expected, and that was the score after all said and done. And then the next game, the Loughborough Lightning 70 and the Cardiff Dragons 63. That's the score I would have expected. I'm pretty. If I don't, I never review. I didn't review last week's video, Ernie. But if I was to go back to last week's video, I would. I feel that I would have said the Loughborough Lightning 70 and the Cardiff Dragons 63. Yeah, I would have expected a Loughborough Lightning win, but maybe I said enough more points. Just and then you go to the next game, Ernie. The Birmingham Panthers 58 and the London Pulse 68. Now the London Pulse are still, they're picking it up there. Now, from last season, so they're still picking it up from last season. And, just the Birmingham Panthers, they did a lot better than earlier weeks. They thought Birmingham Panthers were really coming out of, just for me, out of nowhere and doing pretty well. I don't know. It's gonna be that one's gonna be tough to figure out where Birmingham Panthers really fit, if they're in the top four, or the or 5 6 7 8, or the 58th. As they say. So yeah, either like right now, we'll look at what we'll do, Ernie, is we'll go to next week's games and leaving the scores up this week, so I can give a quick cross reference here, just to now. Let's see. Okay, that was results. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to. I mean, that was the fixtures. I should say, fixtures and results. Yeah. See, I'm going to. Okay, now I want to go to. Okay, how do I get to? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Go to. Okay, go to. let's see. What is? Are we, so this one is round. This one was round 5. Yeah. Yeah, that was round 5. Okay, so we're at round 6 now. They call it. And the first game I got up here is the London Pulse. London Pulse at the Manchester Thunder. Oops. Okay, the London Pulse at the Manchester Thunder. I'm looking at it going, you know, let's see. Let's go by. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. That'll be a good game to watch. These two teams are definitely top 4. 1, 2, 3. I'll see you in the standings, but I know they're definitely top 4 there. So what I'm looking here is the okay. So okay, I gotta go. Let's go back one, I guess. I don't want to lose my thing. Okay, I gotta go to fixtures and results. Okay, I gotta go back to round 6. Okay, put it back on round 6. Okay, so then I got the next game, the Mavericks and is it the LAG, Longborough Lightning? Yeah. So it's gonna be the Mavericks, the Manchester Mavericks, and the Long, sorry, Longborough Lightning. So the Mavericks and yeah, the Mavericks. That should take a look again. Yeah, London Mavericks and Longborough Lightning. Yeah, that should be a good game too, because that's another. Yeah, that's a good game, and for a round 6 game, that's a good round 6 game. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, so we got, and then okay, so that was here's the okay, so okay, Panthers. Oh yeah, the Birmingham Panthers at the Nottingham Forest. Now this one definitely that I should try to remember that. Okay, Birmingham Panthers are gonna want to win this game so really bad. Nottingham Forest had a good. I think they had a good start if I remember correctly, but just this is one. This is the game that pushes one of these two teams a little bit more, forward. Like looking, whoever wins this, I should have said, whoever wins this one is looking forward. Like just just put the start of the season. Well, if you're the Panthers, I'm not. I always forget to look to see were the Panthers another team last year? Is this a whole new team? Is it like like they totally abandoned one? I think there is one university team that's gone. They could be the Birmingham Panthers for the team that's not there anymore. Okay, so looking at that and looking at the now, it's like okay, okay, so Nottingham Forest, uh, you know, I'm gonna say the I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one, Ernie. To pick, Birmingham should win this. Like they got to win this. They have to win it. Nottingham Forest really needs this one too. I mean, it's an opponent that they can, win against. So you don't want to. It's one of those old cliches. You don't really want to lose. You don't want to blow that, get that opportunity missed that you could. But that's at the end of the season going. We could have won if we only won that game. That's because that one. Think if you're losing to the London, if they lose to the London Pulse, we understand at this time right now. We're going okay, they lost to the London Pulse, but yeah, this is one they could have had. Or should have had if depending on how the game goes, of course. But I still for me yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. It really is gonna be tough, and I'm thinking Birmingham's gonna probably take this one. We'll see. Okay, it's still early in the season. Okay, and then we got the Cardiff Dragons and The Leeds Rhinos. Huh, Leeds. There's another game. This is an. You know what? Let's look at Ernie. Let's just go to the standings here. Let's go to the ladder fixtures results. Fixtures results. Let's see statistics, players. Okay. Fixtures results, clubs. Okay, I want to get to this. How do I get to the ladder? How do I get to like this? Oh, like where's the like? Okay, I need to go back to home. Okay, I want to get the stand. Oh, the standings. I gotta get the standings. That should work the same. I should be able to find the order. Where's the standings? Okay, I'm gonna put it in the search bar. I'm gonna. I'm not sure what happened there, but why can't I find the standings? This this web page is making it hard for me to find the standings. Okay, latest news and that. Okay, goals. Okay, statistics. Don't need statistics now. League table. Oh, I guess I gotta call it the league. I guess it's gonna get called the league table. Okay, I gotta remember how to navigate around this. Speaking of which, oh my gosh, I forgot to sell GP. Okay, oh my gosh, I forgot to sell GP. Okay, so London Pulse is in first place right now with five. Okay, so played five. Okay, with oh yeah, there's one game. I think the Manchester Thunder and was it one of the games that is only gonna be. Let's see. Yeah, you got the London Pulse at 15 points because they got 5-5. Okay, so with 15 points, okay, five win, played five, won five. Okay, so 15 points. Okay, so now Manchester Thunder with the one loss, but five games played, 4-1, and I think there's two. They only have two games played because there was a bad injury that one. Okay, so why did I think the Birmingham Panthers were they? Let's see, they played one in. Well, yeah, okay. Well, the top four teams is your London Pulse, Manchester Thunder, London Mavericks, and the Loughborough Lightning. Now, it's going to be quite the drop eventually, if because the Nottingham Forest, yeah, they're the ones. Yeah, it's that one they're going to need to really stay up. At least the Loughborough Lightning in this is they're in fifth. They're on the way. They're looking on the outside. The sixth, the Leeds Rhinos, Birmingham Panthers, and the Cardiff Dragons. I mean, it's not as yeah. I mean, it's really so far. Yeah, it's going to be the Pulse, Thunder, Mavericks, and Lightning, and yeah, and maybe that one that might be that one game won't matter anymore. So well, it's still early in the season. I mean, like, let's see. Wait, watch me say that and not realize how many. Let's see. Let's. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to fixtures. Okay, so we'll see how many rounds there are. 12. There's 13. Okay, there's 14 rounds. Okay, so there's 14 rounds. Oh, okay. We're still okay. We're gonna be playing round 6. Okay, so we're gonna yeah okay next okay when next week when it starts round 7, that's gonna be the halfway point of the season, Ernie. round 7, because there's 14 rounds. So well, we say 14 games, in our schedule of the world, but 14 rounds. And right now, yeah, so they're in round 6, Ernie. And okay, so well, it's not as close as it's gonna be. I mean, there's looks like top 4 teams, and the others are right now. There's got to, I don't know. I mean, there's just look. Well, of course, the London Pulse being undefeated right now, it looks like who's gonna who is gonna win against the London Pulse. That's the main thing. But okay, so but we'll go move on to the next one, Ernie. We'll go to the Australia, where we have a new was it the second round? If I remember correctly. Well, I'll get it up right now because I think this would be the second round. Alrighty, Ernie, I got the results here. Okay, so we're going to Australia, the netball league in Australia for women's, and we'll start with the first game, which is the Queensland Firebirds. And what happened there? Oh yeah, no, it's fine. West Coast, it's a West Coast Fever. Okay, oh the six. Yeah, well, it was 67-54. So Firebirds 67, the West Coast Fever 54. That's a yeah. The West Coast Fever. What there wasn't. Yeah, last season I don't remember them being a great team. I think okay. So, but here's one. They're really up and coming again. The NSW or New South Wales Swifts 68, and the Melbourne Mavericks 62. And it's Swifts. They came in last season. I remember it came in a little strong. I forgot who won it all and everything too. So, but this year it's going to be a lot easier because I'm going to pay more attention to it at the end. Okay, so let's see, Swifts Mavericks. Yeah, we got that game. Okay, so then the was it the Sunshine Coast? I had to change it up there. Yeah, because I couldn't fit the. So yeah, I changed it up from there. Okay, so I put the Melbourne Vixens game next, and the Giants netball, and that's what they're called, Ernie. The stadium they play out of Sydney, Australia, but it's called Giants netball, and last season they were known as the NSW Giants, but they got rid of the NSW for the New South Wales, but so. But the Melbourne Vixens last season, I think it's like they came in strong. They held up there, but yeah, they won this week. Also, they won this week. The previous week, I should have said. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, and then the next game I got the. See, I couldn't wait. I had to put that. I had to put it like that. Where the sunshine. I had to put the Sunshine Coast Lightning at the bottom because it was kind of like there was just it would have been too many blues. I think it was. I should have just left it the way it was. Okay, anyways, Coast Lightning 45 and the Adelaide Thunderbirds 60. That's a team I remember. They were coming in on their own towards the end of the season. They were really coming up last season, and then I mean, let's see next week's score. Let's see. I mean, next round. Let's see. Round that would be outcoming now. Let's see. Next week it's going to be the Melbourne Mavericks at the Giants netball, and that's at 12 a.m. our time. So yeah, that would be if you want. If you, somehow you can try to catch this. It would be like Friday. Was it this Friday night? Let's see, 12 a.m. If they're calling it Sunday, Sunday, April the 20th at 12 a.m. That means that it's the Saturday night, Sunday night here, 12 a.m. Okay, so that's the time they're giving us to if you they what they do is they notice like you notice that you're not in Australia, so they're going to give you this page gives me the time that the game will be in Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Okay, so next time we're looking at the next game would be the this one would be like 2 in the morning. Okay, the Adelaide Thunderbirds and the Swifts. Now that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a really telling game because you're looking because you look at the Swifts. They came off that win against the Melbourne Mavericks, and now and this week the Giants. See the Giants. What was it? The NSW Giants. New South Wales Swiss Giants. No, yeah, the Giants netball wasn't that great last season. I don't remember it was that great, but I remember the New South Wales Swiss. Yeah, they were a little bit better than this. Yeah, so this one is gonna be it. Should Adelaide should win this one. The Thunderbirds should win this game. Okay, they should probably easily win this game. Okay, so then the next game after that, I got the Sunshine Coast Lightning and the Queensland Firebirds. Now, looking at the Firebirds, yeah, they won, and then the Sunshine Coast Lightning. Oh boy, it's not going to look good. That one looks like the Sunshine Coast Lightning should win that game. No, I'm sorry, the Queensland Firebirds should win that game. I got to get my two leagues. I mean, I can't. I can't remember which league I'm in. Trying to remember the nicknames of the. So, because it's now I gotta remember it's in Australia. I'm in Australia, and the Sunshine Coast Lightning. They're not gonna win next. It's gonna be the Queensland Firebirds. Okay. Now this one next week, the Vixens and the West Coast Fever. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna say that the Melbourne Vixens should easily win this game, Ernie. But we'll see. Alrighty, Ernie. It's time for me to take the boards down. We got all the scores up. We talked future games. We talked some predictions. Ernie, it takes a long time to do these boards, and and I'm almost trying to like leave it as long as possible. I guess I don't know. I gotta take it down though. Alrighty, okay, Ernie. I'm gonna go back. We'll go to our next board. A different sport now. As soon as I hit pause, Ernie. Alrighty, Ernie. I got the new board up, and we'll go to surfing for the first one. And it was in El Salvador, the Surf City Pro, April 2nd to the 12th. And it has we watched remember we watched a little bit here and there of it. That was nice. So we got it on YouTube. It's easy. This one's easy to watch, folks. For the surfing, it's easy. Go on the World Surf League YouTube channel, and they will have either highlights or the actual live event playing on their live stream. So it's perfectly. But so the winners are in the men's. It was Jordy Smith, and on the women's, it's Gabriella Bryan. Okay, so that one is complete. There's a new one coming up, Ernie, and it's gonna be. Let's see. We can look at you can look at the the completed. We can look at the completed. Okay, the schedule. Well, let's whip up let's put up the schedule for ourselves here. Okay, so we got. Okay, we got. Okay, there is the WSL Surf Festival longboard tour. It's not. I don't really see. Okay, I don't Surf Festival Rip Curl Pro. There's. I'm thinking that the next one to really look at the Rip Curl Pro. It's in Australia. That looks like one. I'm gonna. Yeah. What we try to do, Ernie, is you try to show the main one of the month. Like we try to show the main one of the month on surfing. So yeah, surfing, lots of fun. Be able to watch it now. Once again, I can't promote it enough, Ernie. Say that it's easy to watch surfing. Go to just go on the WSL web page. I should say the WSL YouTube channel, and they'll have either the live stream or highlights. Either way, lots of fun to watch. Okay, and then the next one we're gonna go to, Ernie, is darts. And never get too much of a chance to put Netherlands on our board. I'm feeling that Netherlands will be always just the unusual sports here and there because we don't. Once again, we don't do soccer. Let's see. We really don't come across like speed skating. I don't know. It's more of an Olympic a Winter Olympic event than anything. The World Championships, I guess. If we, yeah, it's next winter. Okay, in the wintertime, Ernie, if we catch, just we have to remember all these things to try, how to fit Netherlands in more, like Belgium. Yeah. Okay. So, well, at least I got to write out the word Netherlands, and so it's the. But if this is for darts, Ernie, and the 2025 Players Championship, I didn't. There's not enough room to put Championship on the board. And April 14th and 15th, Ernie. Oh, so starting today, and tomorrow it's the conclusion. So tomorrow will be the finals. Okay, how to watch this darts in Netherlands? I'm not sure, Ernie. I could say once again, Canada. You could try in the afternoon to go to TSN and the Sportsnet route in the afternoon. I don't know. It could be. I mean, later on I'll check the television and like I say, I'll put it on record if it's on. If it's on in the afternoon, I don't want to miss it, so I'll watch the. What I'll do, Ernie, is we'll watch it later. And you know what? We could do a live stream. We could do a live stream. We'll do a taped live stream of the event, like we done with the when they moved the was the rug the not rugby the Australian rules football for women, when they moved it to a different time than it was the prime time in our zone. Yeah, I taped it and did the live stream after the fact. This is the same thing for me, Ernie. If I'm gonna say like, yeah, that'd be perfect to just record it, and then we'll do the recorded live stream. We'll have some fun, maybe, if it happens to be on one of the two networks, the sporting networks in Canada, which is TSN or Sportsnet. But once again, this person's living in the United States of America with their cable packages, and you never know. You probably find a channel out there. Once again, I always say this, Ernie, that you can find a channel out there that shows the unusual sports like darts and like that. Those like doesn't come up on the radar for most folks. So it might be a possibility here. There might be a possibility for that. Okay, so well, like I said, Ernie, it was tomorrow night. Yeah, I can't remember it. Okay, well, what I should do, Ernie, is we should watch this again, watch the video again, and just to make sure as we're watching it, is to make sure that we don't miss out on we don't miss out on the on the, what was I gonna say? Yeah, on the, I moved the monitor around. I was looking for this light that's on the laptop, this little white light, to make sure that everything's charging up fine on the laptop, everything's good, and yeah, I'm kind of like that's why I started over there. It's kind of like oh yeah, I had to move the monitor, Ernie, or else your marquee board wouldn't have been able. We wouldn't have been able to see the marquee board. I guess this is what we work with the camera. That's not bad, okay. But like I said earlier, we lost our good camera, and it had the decent microphone. Well, I mean, I'm hoping it's the laptop, Ernie, not the camera, because I'd really like to use that camera on another laptop or something, whatever I get next, because I, I, like I'm gonna say, like this laptop might, I don't know when it's gonna be like, oh, okay, you can't use this laptop anymore. It's not working anymore. We'll see from there. But from now, I'm just gonna do what I got with what I got, and kind of like maybe in hindsight, it was a good thing to put the camera away. Anyways, I mean, I could just use this webcam. So what? I talk into a microphone. Like it's not the end of the world. I talk right into this microphone now. It's not a big deal. Okay, so the only thing is, Ernie, is I got the SN. I'll show the microphone just to show you that. But I didn't feel like taking this off in case I was going to put it back here and that. But for folks out there, yeah, no, I'm talking into this, but I'm not losing my whatever left I got, whatever marbles I got left. I'm not losing them completely. I just don't feel like taking this off right now. I'll do it later. I'll take it off later, and I don't know. I'll see. But I got it nice right in front of me. I just want to make sure everything's working. Okay, so well, I'll hit pause, Ernie, and we'll go to the next board. Alrighty, Ernie, I got the next one up on the board. It's snooker, and we're going to England and World Championship, and it's going to be the qualifiers, Ernie, from April the 7th. It started April the 7th, and it's going to conclude on the 16th. Now, there won't be like next edition of World Sports News with Ernie. We're not going to have like who won this. It's not that kind of thing, Ernie. It's more like there, there's going to be a list of players. I'm not going to, it's not like we're not going to. I'm not going to mention all the players and all that. So what we're going to do is I'm saying is that like we're going to just a reminder that there's this tournament helps for the next one, which is actually not the qualifiers. Then it's the Snooker World Championship, and that's next. That's coming up after this event. After this event, we'll have that one up on the board, Ernie. We're gonna have the Snooker England, and we're gonna have it up on the board here of the that'll be a big event for snooker. But you got to have They're gonna have the qualifiers before they get to this big event, and uh, I, I, I usually expect these to be in the wintertime, but there's something exciting to watch next after this event, after the snooker. When this one's over, it's something exciting to be watching in snooker, and like I'd like to catch it. So once again, as far as how how does one person view this snooker? And well, Ernie, that one's a tough one. Also, is because it's and there'll be the snooker tournaments where they'll put it on YouTube as a live stream. But for this one, they might just do the highlights on YouTube, and I don't, since it's not the big event, I don't really see them putting it on the sports channels right now. But and of course, if you got satellite TV, you should be able to, catch that station in England that has all the snooker. But right now, we'll contend with just getting ready for the big one, the next event after this one, and just being on top of it, Ernie. That's the thing. Is as long as people notice, oh look at all these sports we just mentioned here and there, and rekindle the interest into the sport that they may not have known that they actually like or missed. Okay, so with that, Ernie, we'll go to our last board for our program. Alrighty, Ernie, we'll go to the next board, and the first sport we have on the next board is chess. And this one's is, I think, is it? Wait, I gotta look it up. Did it finish this? Let's see how it began March the 31st, and let's. I haven't been back there yet. Once again, I'm gonna think a YouTube would be the answer to if it's still ongoing right now, which I'm gonna try to look to see. I'm gonna put so it's gonna be the chess and okay, the women's Euro. It's in Rhodes, Greece. Oh, oh, there is a winner. Okay, it's okay. It was one. It's done. Okay, and so the 2025 European Women's Chess Championship. It finished. Oh, oh wow! It happened on Sunday. Okay, Rhodes, Greece was the final. Okay, I I'm gonna have trouble with the name. Okay, M Theodora Injak. Okay, it's IM, and then the second part of the name is Teodora, Theodora, and the surname is Injac, Injak, Injac. So Theodora Injak was the ended up being the winner of the event. Oh wow, okay. Wow, and it says here something about winning the title with a round to spare. Imagine winning that. Oh wow, that this person is that good. Okay, this person is that good. I'm not sure. There must be a point system that because if you have a round to spare, that means they must have been on some point systems. I'm guessing like so many points for win. I don't know. I don't know, Ernie. I didn't really look into it that deep. I was just like saying to myself, "Wow, there's chess, and hey, young person out there, that hey, chess, you know, if you're that good, there's still tournaments out there in the future that like." You're not gonna if you're not gonna make any of these sporting events tournaments that everybody's familiar with, saying, but then they say, "Oh, I'm at the chess tournament." You know what? I'm gonna call it your part of. It's not academics. It's part of the extracurricular curriculum. It's not. I would say this kind of dedicate say like dedication to it and the art of it. I'd say it's a sporting event to me with the two when there's two players in a chess match. That's a sporting event. There is a lot of, as they say, synapses going, and it's one of those things that young folks don't realize because we're all young. We don't believe it, but you're Ernie, that like chess is like how you say, like it's using like the mind, like um and then it's the fatigue factor. There is fatigue involved. Then that's the whole thing with sporting. Sporting is to like the reason there's times in sporting, and what, Ernie, why some sports they take X amount of time, and it's because you gotta find a way to get an equal chance that they're all gonna get fatigued. Now that's when it comes to like the physical play of say a soccer, like the physicality of running around and the strategy of when to substitute in certain players, and like that's the fatigue factor that like anyone could, like I said, anyone could be good for 5 minutes. But that's nice. Okay, you're good for 5 minutes, but the game in soccer is 90 minutes long. The match in any sport you could mention that's more of like a physicality sport you could think of. The fatigue factor's there. That's where the time is added. Now, golf is they try the fatigue factor saying like the walking. I don't see the different. I don't see why can't you just use carts in golf? I don't know. I guess just they don't want it to look bad on. It's just a bad look on TV if the players are getting in their golf cart. They're getting in a golf cart to go to the next hole, to go to the ball, and it's supposed to. I guess they figure. That's where I get the fatigue factor in, and that's where I get the idea. It's like because they said, why don't they just use carts? Say like yes, because yesterday there was a golf tournament, and and Ernie could say, hey, I don't know how come they didn't have any golf carts on the course, and like why didn't they? Only the officials were driving around golf courts, and I was like because and the television crew, whatever. It's because Ernie because they try to add this fatigue factor, which to me golf in itself is fatigue. I mean, the mental. Like you gotta like look how much. Okay, golf. I obviously. I mean, there's the difference. Okay, golf with the swing has to be muscle memory. Now, a player that like yesterday that won the golf championship yesterday. Now that kind of player has a muscle memory. And what really proved that muscle memory, Ernie, was that I heard a quote saying that he played this in the playoff, like this is the golf tournament. And it has to do with chess too. This is what I'm getting at, Ernie, about the muscle memory. He said he played the hole, like as they call it the hole, Ernie, as same as he did earlier. Okay, now in chess, there's things called I forget what like moves that named after a certain chess player that came up with these moves. Now, or kind of defense and like the back and forth. Okay, now the difference is okay. Moving a chess piece is not the sporting part we're talking about. It's the muscle, just complete fatigue, or just constantly like thinking about the chess tournament and thinking what the next move is. The being that I totally, totally appreciate everything more when when you're growing up, Ernie, in life. It's one of those deals. I wish I would have been like this when I was 12 or something like that. But we're all trying to make our way in the world. And it's like what that you're not the like whatever it is in in life is like. Why do we feel like in life when we're a young person like we're like someone could say, oh, it's been done before, but even now, if I said that to some young person at 12 years of age, saying, that's been done before. If you're gonna do whatever you want, some prank or whatever, I go, but I don't know. That's just like that's just the way it is. What I'm trying to say, Ernie, is that you only got one chance to do everything once in life. That you had the opportunities, and that's why I don't go with the I didn't have the opportunity speech in life, is because we all did kind of have the opportunities. It's just a matter. Some folks just knew how to take advantage of it, because if there was the talent, there was the way. Now, I don't know. What was I? What was I? What was I in kind of sports? I don't know. Me, I would have to find my way financially always to event. Not because I'm not. I wouldn't have, I was not good enough, say, like in an ice hockey to be like. I never even played. Actually, I didn't even play like. If I did play like organized ice hockey, if I was really good, there would be ways that a young person like me, even though he's so shy and everything like that, if you're that good, there's ways that there's folks help. They didn't want to help that person to move in sports, and that's why they becomes that world. And I see why some people end up in the sports world, and yeah, I mean, if a young person, it might be like that's all they can't handle the world outside of sports because then they're just I don't know. It's kind of weird how it feels, but for me, of course, chess is this prestige of like wow to be able to win chess tournaments. What a prestige in life! Like you can't just no matter how much intelligence a person has, they still have to play chess like years of chess to because they have to catch up to, like say someone very intelligent 35 years old decides to play chess. Yeah, but you know what, they're, they're almost 35. You should have started when you're practically 6 years old, 7, 10. So you got a lot of they got a lot of catching up to do. So yeah, I mean, like chess is not just this thing. It's like, oh, I'm just I'll just pick it up and because I'm very intelligent. No, gotta take the lumps, take the bumps. Gotta the losses. It happens, and depending on of course, chess prodigy is different. No, we're talking when the person is 12, 15, never loses. That's a chess prodigy. Just hasn't found their competition just yet, but they will, and eventually. And it depends. But Ernie, let's face facts. Nothing. There ain't be. Let's face facts. If there's someone out there that's a young phenom in chess, they can get. We can get name recognition because there's a feeling of if this person is that good, okay, and once they're 18 and they're getting into the professional it's like you know what, people will just go watch that tournament for either whatever they're that chess player. Now it's the same like in golf, Ernie. You yesterday Ernie was like, oh, where's Tiger Woods? I go, Ernie, Tiger Woods doesn't play golf anymore. I mean, there's injuries. You get older and all that, and I go, but you got these new players now to look at. Rory, the one that won, and Ernie's probably gonna get into Rory McIlroy if he looks at. He's not gonna look at golf. It's just, it's just one of those things where like it hit me where when Ernie was like, I made it up, but like, if Ernie was a real, person, and what would he say yesterday's golf tournament? Hey, where's Tiger Woods? And like, I don't know. So, but in chess, you can have the ability to have a player be dominant. That like, if there's very personable player, Ernie, who's got that charisma. And yeah, I mean they can go on for a very long time. It's not something that you can so many people win at the golf here and there, and it's like golf and darts are the same to me. And pool, golf, darts, and billiards. Snooker, billiards. They're all the same. Where you're hot they're hot for a while, or they immediately cold or whatever. And yeah, I mean. So okay, well let's go to the next sport. I can't believe we're this long into the handball. I'm gonna go live into this. I'm just gonna go right. This started, and what it is I'm looking for, Ernie, is the Okay, I'm looking. I'm gonna do this cold, Ernie. Just go into it now because I want be able to see, like, be able to find it. Like I should be able to just easily find this now. There it is. EHF. Okay. Okay. Let's look at. I'm gonna just look at the matches. They should have some matches or something coming up because a lot of leagues are coming. Load future. Okay, the future matches. Okay, so yeah, you got this. Oh, May 1st. Okay, okay. April 15th. I don't know what happened here. Okay, I think this must be no. Let's see. April 15. You got where's Where's the women's? Oh, maybe this is it. The EHFW. Let's see. Winner match one, match two. Oh, okay. Let's go with. I, I'm having. This should. It's. I mean, for it should make it easier to for someone like me to be able just to get on their webpage and who we are. This is who we are. What are you looking for? And why is it having? Why am I having so much trouble with this? When trying to find this is taking, and I'm on the EHF, the European Handball Federation webpage, and I'm having trouble finding their own tournaments because oh, maybe it's the competitions. Okay, let's look under competition. There we go. Okay, so I'm trying to find it. Oh, let's see. Not the Champions League. Okay, let's see. Oh, has this been the? Is this the whole time has been the EHF Euro under 17? No, I thought it was just the regular. There's the men's Euro 20. You know what? I'm just starting to wonder if it maybe all this time it was under 17. I didn't realize it this whole time. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I don't think I realized that this whole time was under 17. Oh, that's not the same. I really like. It's like I don't like if someone does soccer report, they really don't do the junior teams that much. They might just do the big tournament, but maybe this is. I'm okay. Women's 17 EHF. No, that's not. I'm. Yeah, it says home handball, but I'm having. I'm just having a tough time here to figuring all this out. I'm gonna put it in. I don't know what. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure it out. 2025. I'll put EHF Euro Women's. Let's see. 2025 World Women's Handball Championship. This no, it's because that one will probably be later. See, oh, I don't know where I got this one from. Maybe this is the one. Okay, maybe I found it finally. Okay, the EHF. Okay, the EHF Final for Women 2025 is okay. Highlight. The EHF will take place, May the 31st and June. No, that's not the one. That's not this event. Okay, how I don't understand how I'm doing this to myself. I can't believe I'm not finding what I'm looking for here. I don't know what I did. Maybe it's been this whole time. I didn't realize it. Is it women under 19? There's the preliminary round. Okay, matches. Group A, Group B, Group C. Okay, D, E, and that. But where's okay? What do we? When is this happening? Okay, participants. A lot of teams are in it. Okay, the women's 19 EHF Euro 2025. You know what? I just don't have. I just can't. I'm thinking. Uh, I'm thinking that the women on the women's championship, it's probably usually in like later months, like November. I must have. Oh my God, the handball schedule. This one's too long, and this isn't what I'm looking for. That. This is. I just can't believe I just to myself. I'm like I can't find what I'm looking for because the 2025 World Women's Handball Championship. Okay, is this the one I'm looking for? No, that's November 26th to December the 14th, and that's coming up because that's I had a feeling of that would be coming up. That's not the one I'm looking for. Oh wow, I gotta clean this up. Next time I come up on this one, I'm gonna have to leave this up and clean it up and figure it out. Which one was it? Okay, the women's. Well, folks, there is handball out there, team handball. It's hard. Once again, it's hard to find it on the television, and unless maybe in the United States of America, you might have it on some cable channels here and there. I'm not sure, but you can just go see YouTube highlights, and that's about all I can say. Ernie, YouTube highlights, and I'll have to. This has just been awful because forget about cameras and microphones, and I've done an awful job of just not like verifying things before I go. Press time. I'm too long into the video to say, "Oh, I'll just do a new edition. I'll just start over." No, it's okay. I'll have to finish up this handball next one, Ernie. Okay, this chess will be different, but this has to stay. They're gonna have to do a lot of research and try to figure out what tournament this is. But I'm guessing this must be the women's under 19 that I didn't expect to highlight. I didn't see the I didn't see the 19 earlier. I probably thought it was just a women's EHF European Championship. But then now I'm thinking about it and going, wait, those things usually they try to make them for November and December when folks are generally huddled more across the television than usual. So that's when it's a good chance to watch a sport something different. But with that, Ernie, well, I'm pretty sure it is probably the women's under 19. I just probably made that mistake. Okay, with that, Ernie, we'll see. I'll do a little microphone test here, and okay, well, I put the microphone here. Whoa, the light knocked out. Okay, how does it sound like? Do I have to be this loud? I guess I have to be this loud. Yes, I probably do have to be this loud to catch this microphone. But either way, Ernie, I'll say goodbyes with her. Okay. So with that, Ernie, we'll say our goodbyes. For all three of us, that's Ernie sitting behind the desk and Felix sitting on top of the desk. And yours truly, all three of us are saying over and out.